Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I know. Everybody's like, what's happening? What's the
Tuesday
problem?
lives. Tuesday lives
Tuesday.
have not been a good thing, but I think this is a good thing. This is a good thing. This is good news to share.
It's good
Hello.
news, I
It
think.
is.
I'd like to give a little clue, right?
Uh-oh. Okay.
We have proven that
Yeah.
ghosts aren't real.
Yeah, that's the big announcement. They're
It's
not
all
real
fake,
though.
guys.
It's
Fake
all fake.
shit.
Fake
It's
shit.
two for Tuesday.
Well, it
No,
is.
ghosts are real, and that's the announcement. Tonight. Ghosts are real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Hold on. Okay. Go have a great night,
Thanks for
everybody.
coming.
Thanks for I think we're just addicted to lives now.
That's it. We just had nothing better to do. We were sitting around just chit chatting, and we're like, let's go live and scare everyone.
Let's go live. But before we get into why we're actually here tonight, let's say hi to everybody because everybody is so kind to jump on. Again, I think we make them a little nervous when we're off our schedule. A little bit, just a little
Just a
bit. So
little.
D Hoot is in the house. Hey D, she's
See
here.
who?
We've got Professor T. Stacy's here. We have Miss Faye and Brittany.
Aw, aw.
We have good evening, y'all. So it's one of our Southern friends. Don't know if that's Kevin Rachel or I'm not sure. This is interesting. Yes, this is.
Hmm.
Russ. Hey, Russ.
Russ. Hi, Russ.
We have, here we go. We have Al and
Hey,
Leah.
Al and Leah.
Love them. I
I
love
was talking
them.
to Al earlier.
I know, right? We're gonna just have like every day, like every Wednesday, you get to spend it with your besties, and then after Monday, and then Tuesday, you should probably spend a little time with your favorite besties. I know. Uh-oh, what's the announcement?
Uh-oh.
What's the
Who
announcement?
that?
Uh-oh.
Who that?
Here's
We see you,
Lori. Hey,
Joe B.
we
Lori's
have
here.
Chris Mack is here. Trevor is here. Joe B is here. I just missed him. Joe B. Hey, Austin. Hey, do you guys follow Forgotten Explorations? Because if you don't, you totally should.
You
Seriously, you
should.
totally should. Stopping. Uh-oh.
Stopping
Uh-oh.
in. Stopping in. Whoever you
Okay.
are, Facebook user, thank
Oh,
you for
stopping in. That's what they're
stopping
saying.
in.
Stopping in. And there's Sam. Yeah,
Ugh,
no, this is hey guys, I know. Maybe we're gonna have to throw juicy bits of gossip and drama every so often. And maybe this will cause drama. I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But we're gonna add in our friend and we're gonna tell you guys all together why we are here tonight, Tuesday, for a little live announcement. Hey Matt.
Hello, hello,
Hello, Matthew.
Robert.
Pleasure to see you tonight, sir.
You as well. You as well.
Thank you.
That's right.
Pleasure to see you
Denise.
both.
We're not telling anybody you won the lottery, Denise. You're good. You're good.
Denise, I keep losing, and you're the reason why. You
Yeah.
won.
Denise has all the money. I knew it.
I feel so bad. I think everybody. I think we made everybody a little nervous. Everybody's just
Yeah,
a.
You made them nervous, and then I disappointed them. So
that's what
Yeah.
happened on my wedding night, dude.
Oh.
No, not for her, for me. Oh,
oh,
just
okay,
joking, ex-wife.
okay. That could have gone so many
Um.
different ways.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Trust me.
I don't
Sorry,
know. I
Sarah.
don't know. I
Guys
don't
are
know.
talking, Sarah.
I'm sorry.
Guys
Should
are
I?
talking.
Okay. Should I go in the kitchen and cook or something?
Yes, cook and then clean something.
Tidy up.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just got canceled.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so there was a while back, perhaps like mid-July, I did post something on the network, a little what if, and that apparently got some people talking. And you know what? Matt, you're the what if. You're the what if of my post. And that was what if there was an opportunity for those in the paranormal community to come and be the center of attention, to share in their journeys and how they do it in all areas of paranormal. And you are doing that with the East Coast Para Expo.
I'm trying to accomplish that. Yes, and that is the hope. I myself for having no TV credits, for never selling my soul or faking anything to get on TV. I have been very fortunate to get asked to speak at a lot of these conventions, but I see a lot of my friends, people that I actually respect very much, not getting these opportunities. And having the location that I have is a perfect opportunity for me to put something like this together to showcase the people that haven't had that spotlight. And we all know, you see the same Paracon posters with the same people, and that's not a knock at any of these guests whatsoever. That's not what we're about.
Mhm.
It's time for a change, and it's time to give other people a chance. And this is something I've wanted to do for a long time. And I kind of had the idea, and I know Rob and I have talked about this a while ago, and we were both kind of on the same page. And then I'm one of those people that when I get an idea, I don't sleep well.
Yeah.
And then I've got my group in the Preservation Society, like, oh, you got to do it. You got to do it. And so I made the announcement early this year. I was like, all right, how about this? We're going to do an expo. And by me putting that out in the universe, it's like, well, now I have to do it.
Yeah.
And in the planning stages, I said, okay, you know, I can do this, but I would like to align myself with some people that are very like me and have the same vision, and also that I like and respect. And that is where you guys come into play.
Aww.
I'd like to stop you and start with the first fallacy is that you have a soul, Matt.
Well,
You
yeah,
have
I
some
mean,
kind of soul.
I have to put on
So
a good
yeah,
front.
so then Matt reached out, right? And we'll get to the maybe for a second to the controversy. Matt reached out and was like, "Hey, I want to do this," and we did talk. Where I was like, you know, Sarah and I were kind of kicking around a very similar idea, and he asked if we would come be a part of it, and I said yes. Well, I spoke to Sarah, and we both said yes.
He did. He went to Sarah first,
I
which is
did.
smart.
And without ever knowing dates and times and all these things, this is why I'm getting in a car on a holiday weekend this weekend to drive to West Virginia to hold an event where we're probably not going to sell it out. I don't look at calendars. I don't live by calendars. I don't plan usually more than 3 days in advance. Still don't even have my rental car booked for Friday. So the date, the timing upset people, but the truth is it's states and states away, and it's Sunday and not Saturday. So anyway, we got a little bit of shit for it, but
In reference to that, I'm not going to name the competitor because you guys, these people can figure it out. But at the end of the day, the other event is 600 plus miles away, and its focus is television celebrities. They aren't going to be any of those folks at our expo because that's not what our expo is about. If they want to show up and pay the admission fee, we'd love to have them, but we're not giving them the platform that day. This is going to be about the underdogs, and that was the whole focus. So at the end of the day, these two events are apples and oranges anyways, and for anyone to even have any sort of uproar it's just petty on them, and it just shows how strong that para-unity really is at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, you know, I just want to add, you know, I think what I love and what I loved about this when Rob first came to me and said, hey, guess what? Because this is something we've talked about, Rob, since pretty much almost since I think I started really working a little bit more on the regular. Yeah. So what I really love about is this, and I think it is amazing when you get to meet those people that have had their opportunity on network television and they've done amazing things. That's great to do that. But for a lot of us in the field, we're not always network consumers. And what we want to do is be able to meet others like ourselves who are out there on our own journey and doing different things for different reasons. And that's, you know, that's not taking away from somebody doing it on network television. I think that's a beautiful thing. But I think there are a lot of us that I want to see those teams or individuals that have really put aside their time and their effort, and the way that if they share their info, I love how they edit and they do it all themselves. Like, I want to understand, as somebody that's in the field doing exactly what they're doing, I want to be able to talk to them and to you know, hear their struggles and their solutions. And you know, so this to me is, I love that you're not calling it a Paracon. Number one, that was something Rob and I didn't want to call our idea either. I love that this is a network. This is for everybody who is out there, because network doesn't make you any better or any worse. There are people who put a lot of time and effort into their passion, and to be able to say, you know what, you are important and you are the paranormal community, let's meet you, is amazing. So thank you. You put a lot of time and energy into this. Rob and I have not had our hand in, we've had a couple calls with you to be a part of this, as sort of co-presenters, or I'm not sure what the term is we're all using, but I think let's not take away from what Matt has done here, the work you have put in, the time you have put in, the people you have found to be a part of this. This is Matt's baby, and we're just so excited to be a part of it and to be asked to be a part of it. So thank you for that.
Well, I appreciate that very much. I'm an idea person. And like I said, when I get an idea, I like to run with it. And I did realize that I wanted to do something completely different in terms of what we offered. As I've been going to conventions for years and years, and they kind of just, they're a cookie cutter format. They are all the same. So, I mean, I guess we could probably tell these guys what some of the lectures are. I don't think that's a problem. What do you guys think?
I think share
away.
So I did see D Hoot. Will there be any lives? You're just gonna have to come in person. We're gonna charge you for
she's
live.
far. Yeah, she's far.
Man.
She's in Texas, and she's a big supporter of all of us out here.
Fine.
But
I've not met you yet, but yeah, I'm sure there'll be plenty of lives.
Yeah.
So this event is going to be Sunday, November 5th, Rockland, Massachusetts, the South Shore, which is in part of the Bridgewater Triangle. We're also going to have a very special VIP gallery reading and a very special gallery reading and VIP ghost hunt afterwards on Saturday, November 4th. That we have not hashed out the details yet. We have the basic rough outline that we aren't going to talk about that tonight because that'll be later on. But the Sunday series is going to be, I think we decided 10 to 5, something like that, or 10 to 6.
Yeah.
I think we're going to do 10 to 5. That's irrelevant. But what we did, my main focus for this was to find really cool lecturers and do something completely different than the usual. So another reason I went with exposition versus con is because too many people are doing the cons and too many people are getting conned at these cons. So paranormal in itself, when you go to a paracon, it's all paranormal people, but paranormal isn't just ghosts. So I wanted to bring a light to everything else. So that being said, our lectures that we have, and we're adding, Rob and Sarah and I have discussed in the background a surprise one that we'll hash out, and that'll just be there that day. But we have the ladies from Mason Vampire in Salem, Mass. They're going to come down and do a lecture on Wicca and witchcraft in modern day Massachusetts. And I'm like super excited for that. That is the coolest thing I've ever heard. And they're super psyched to come down, and they are the real deal. They know their stuff. So they're going to talk about all of that. We have members of the group Squatchachusetts, which is 6,000 plus members strong in Massachusetts. They're a big Bigfoot hunting organization, and they're going to come out and discuss all that they've learned and heard about Bigfoot in Mass in New England. And then we have Mike Stevens from Southern New Hampshire. He's coming down to do a lecture on UFOs and all the experiences he and others have had. And then we also have a local friend of mine, Kristen Evans. She's going to be doing an entire lecture on the Bridgewater Triangle and all the lore within the Bridgewater Triangle. So for those of you that don't know the Bridgewater Triangle, it is a 200 square mile area shaped like a triangle, oddly enough. The northern tip is Abington, Mass. It goes down as far west as Rehoboth and as far east as Freetown. And it's an area that was coined that in the late 70s by famed cryptozoologist Lauren Coleman. And basically, it's one of those areas that if something paranormal could happen, it has happened and has been reported. So it's a hotbed of activity. It's where I grew up. It's where our locations are, steeped in history, native history, even further back than that. So we're really going to dive into that at the expo as well. And it's going to be representing all areas of the paranormal. And, we have tables open up for vendors and equipment builders, podcasters, teams, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I believe we're going to kick it off, the three of us, right?
I think that's the only proper way to do it.
Talk about some of the journeys, some of the different experiences within the paranormal, basically how it all came together. Because we have had very different but similar paths, right? And the first time I met Matt, total accident at SK Pierce. Last year was that? I don't even remember what year it was, Matt. But
last year, like October.
Yeah. Met Matt. was like, good dude. Then we ended up hanging out, talking quite a bit, and then hanging out again at another event, whatever the hell castle that was.
Wings Castle.
Yeah, Winds Castle.
Yeah.
What
a weird place.
Also became a cool, another bit of discussion, and now here we are. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm sure Sarah's excited.
I'm super excited to be a part of this, Matt. There's so many reasons why. One, I got to meet you, Matt, for the first time through being on my show for World's Largest Ghost Hunt.
Yep.
And loved everything about the location. And you are really, if you don't follow Matt, he's part of Heart Stuff Hall and also the House of Hurt and Pain. And I don't know, you haven't done any TikToks or you haven't done any lives of your journey. I feel like there's been a few days you were doing them at the House of Hurt and Pain.
So I documented the first 50 days of living here.
Okay.
And then I told everybody, I said, all right, I'm going to do highlights from here on out. And
okay.
I put up one the other day because I was walking down the stairs to leave for work and orb, and with my own naked eyes came up the stairs, went right by me as if it was just passing me to go upstairs. And I was like, all right, well, good morning. I'm off to work.
Yeah.
Like, just things like that happening around here, constantly. And I just brought in a new haunted doll, supposed haunted doll that was sent to me from someone. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on that. It's sitting over there doing nothing because it's probably not haunted. So
like, look at that. You're living out most of our dreams, like straight up living in a haunted house in Massachusetts.
The live-in caretaker position kind of came to me, and I said, you know what? I'm weird. My life's weird. Why not go with it and see where it happens? And it's cool when we have investigations here, except when I want to go to bed and there's people investigating here. Like,
right.
Well.
Right.
So,
that's the pain, right? That's the pain of living in the house of hurt and pain.
Exactly. Christopher Brown, what's up, buddy? That's who just commented there. We were just talking about the event, Chris, and you're a big part of that Saturday night part. So we got to finalize that too, bud.
Yeah, and then we have an event at Hard Stuff in October. I think the 21st, if I'm not mistaken. So for the folks that can't do November, come hang out with us in October.
You should extend it one more. What's one more day at that point?
Yeah, what's one more day, Trev? Like, just come and hang out with us. I think this would be right up your alley, Trevor, because again, this is we talk, and we don't like to use the P word, Matt. We don't really, we're not unified.
He's not sure which P word
are. When you followed it up with unified, I understood it. Yeah.
Okay.
That word's disgusting. I don't like it either.
But we hear a lot of it, but there's a lot of divide. There's a lot of you must like who I like if you talk to this person, right? And really what Get Haunted has worked very hard for, even with some of our own shit that has come to play out in public. In the end, we have to be able to keep focus on why we're doing this. And this is because we have a passion for the paranormal and the people that do it. What everybody does in their private life, I have news for you. Probably a lot of the people you love and adore, you might not like them if you knew things that they did outside of the paranormal. I'm not interested in that aspect of it. We're really talking about the great equalizer here, death. And that's where we're all trying to come together and do something. So to be able to be a part of this and to come and see, I followed every single person on the roster, Matt, and it's not a disappointment. It's been really interesting to see their posts. I would have never seen these people. I would have never met these people had it not been for you and getting this together and putting them up front. And I love that it touches on every subject. Every subject. You're right. We get a little tunnel visioned with ghosts. And so here's an opportunity for everyone in the community to be part of the community and do something we love.
And let us promote you, right? So if you're a team, right, you're allowing teams to buy tables.
Yeah, that's what I want.
If you're the smallest team on the planet, if you're by yourself, get a table, represent yourself. Get Haunted networks right here. Matt and his network are right there, which we are kind of together anyway. We will promote the shit out of you. Come be a part of it. You don't have to sit home on a Sunday and watch everything happen. You get to be a part of it, and you should be a part of it. Matt has said it. Sarah and I have said it from day zero. You have a voice. Every voice deserves to be heard. So please come be a part of it, because it's gonna be cool, and it's designed specifically for you. For you. And you don't need all the banners and all the vinyl, banners and shit. Just come sit at the table.
Yeah, we want to see you, right? We want to
Let us
see,
see
we want to be
who
able to
you are.
talk.
Yep.
This has been the most appealing part. I don't really feel like driving all the way the fuck up there, Matt, but
It's not my fault you live in Pennsylvania, dude.
yeah, I know. But this is the most appealing thing to me is that it's going to be, people that we probably never would have heard of until we come to this thing, until we come to this expo. So I don't know. It's near and dear to my heart, to Sarah's heart. I know to yours. So yeah, as soon as you asked, I was like, "Yep, let's do it. This sounds good." Talk to Sarah. She's like, "Yep." I knew she was going to say yes. So we're excited and honored to be a part of it. It's going to be good, man.
I want to add though, what you said in the beginning, Matt, about how you wanted to do it, and then you just sort of put it out there and put it to universe, and we're like, now I got to do it, right? And I said this when we put the what if. I'm sorry, I'll restate that. When I put the what if post out there, and it sort of raised some eyebrows. And we did a live about it, and what I really truly hope, Matt, is that others follow in your footsteps and make a banner, create an event and put it out there and stick to it, because these don't have to be the Paracon. This doesn't have to be the one that everybody needs to see you at. This is where we as the paranormal community can say, you know what, in my local area, I'm going to start this, and you can get people to help and start your own small expo to be able to network within your own community and maybe a tri-state area. I live in Metro Detroit. You could hit up some people in Ohio and Indiana. There are things you can do here to bring we all talk about it. We all talk about, well, we're going to unite everybody. I will say what I have seen here, and I guess I am not just saying it because it's partly my baby here, but get haunted and watching, Warner Preservation Society step up. That's what we're trying to do. We are uniting people that might not have been united before. This doesn't have to be regional. This doesn't have to be territorial. This doesn't have to be who do you like and who do you know. This can be, what are you doing in the paranormal? I'm kind of over looking at people's friends list. I would kind of like to understand what somebody else is doing in the paranormal, because I certainly don't know it all. I've got a lot to learn, and I would like to know what it is I'm missing. And so what better way than to meet our fellow peers in the paranormal and do this together?
I think too, one of the reasons, and I spoke with my group about what we should name it, the East Coast Para Expo, what I liked about that name is that it doesn't pigeonhole us to Massachusetts. Because originally I was like, oh, New England Para Expo is cool, but East Coast, that's half of the side of this damn country. We could take this anywhere if we wanted to. We could do a couple a year if we really wanted to.
Yeah.
But the fortunate thing for us too is the investment to do this. We don't have a $20,000-$30,000 bill of talent to pay. We don't have a building we have to pay for. Everything is at our disposal to see how it does. And at the end of the day, I don't care if we get 30 people, 300 people, 3,000 people. I want the people that show up, that set up their vendors tables, and the people that are there to do their lectures. I want all of them and all of us to have a good time and get to know each other, support each other the way that we should be. And that's a success. Money isn't the overall success at the end of the day. We all love money, but it's not my driving force with the paranormal, because I'm smart enough to know I'm not going to get rich off the paranormal anyways. And it's a passion project. So, getting eyes in the building and, raising a couple bucks to keep the restorations alive, that's everything. And doing it, having fun with people I like being around is a bonus.
I love that. I'm really excited about this, and I really do hope it starts a trend. I think all Paracons, anything that's going on, I think it's all needed. I think it's just sometimes we forget that there are those of us that aren't celebrities that would also like to be able to talk to people and showcase what we're doing. And I'm a big believer in everybody should do a live. Everybody should have a show. Everybody should have merch. Like, go have fun. Go explore what you're doing and see where it can go. You might be shocked. And if your end goal is network, awesome. We love that. If your end goal is to just be settled in the community, then I think that's beautiful. And that's where we come in and we want to help. We definitely want to lift everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, people will walk out of there with connections, with new friends, with new ideas. And that's really what it's all about. So again, I'm excited. It's going to be badass. It's going to be a long drive, so I'll be drinking a lot of coffee, but I'm excited, and it's always good to see you and hang out with you, Matt. So we're gonna have fun. Have fun.
Matt, where can people? So we really did. We wanted to get this moving. Matt's like, we got to get this announcement out there, guys. Like, it's time. We've got to start moving on this. But where can people find information right now today about this East Coast Para Expo?
There is an event link on Warner Paranormal Preservation Society's Facebook page. You click on that event link. You can click, interested going. You'll keep up with the updates. But in that link is a ticketed spot where you can click to purchase a table to be a part of the event itself. We're doing tables dirt cheap, $50. You get an 8-foot table, all the chairs you could need, and you get to come out and have a good time with everybody and know that your money goes right back into the building. We're not driving off with Lamborghinis afterwards.
Right.
Wait, what? I thought we were.
No, that's the next one.
Okay.
Yeah. And for this expo only, I will cut my autograph prices in half.
Oh,
they're now $1.
Wow,
I need $1 because
I'm still charging $5. I don't care.
I'm gonna need a lot of coffee. Yes, Lori, we have a table, my friend.
Yes.
We're not doing all this shit for no table. We got a table.
Wouldn't that be funny? Like, we're co-hosting and Matt's like, sorry guys, no table for you.
We'll just set you guys up in the attic with the bats.
No, this is going to be really great. I'm really excited. I think this is the start of something really beautiful, and I really hope this is the first of so many, Matt. And I love it. I love the idea of the traveling expo. I do dig that. That's a really, hey, maybe we come out your way for this one, and then maybe you come out our way for the next one.
Say no more. Let's do it.
There it is.
I love
it. I can be the actual sideshow Rob. Right, because it sounds kind of like a carnival, right? And we can get a cool little.
We can keep growing this thing, man. I will grow this thing into King Kong. I'm all for it. I'm all, because every area needs something like this for the underdogs, the lesser knowns. They're everywhere, How
about a paranormal carnival?
We don't stop. Stop.
I could.
We don't like to call them underdogs. We just like to call them boots on the ground, working hard. But yeah, everybody deserves their moment. And this is going to be so amazing. So go check out Warner Preservation, right? Or is it Warner Paranormal? You have like 2 pages.
Warner Paranormal Preservation Society.
You have to type the whole thing out too.
I'll type it in the comments for everybody.
Okay, type it in the comments for everybody.
Even though Russ is in there and could do it.
Yeah, don't let Sarah do it.
I'll have it typo.
You'll end up at a really weird site.
So is D Hood asking, is Matt a cult? Yes, Matt's a cult too.
I try to be.
Matt's a cult.
I would make a good cult leader. I know I would. I got that in me. So
I think Professor T needs a table at this expo. I think that would be amazing, Stacy, if you came to this East Coast expo and had a table, because he would be such an amazing lecturer, Matt. He does remote viewing. That would be such a great niche right there within this expo, because it's not a typical lecture that you would get at a Paracon. So check that out, Stacy. Let's talk about it. This is, Russ said he was in the middle of typing it. That's what he said.
He tried. I beat him to it, but he tried.
This is something that's so cool. Pennsylvania only has 1 million great locations that we could do this at. So look at that. We're going to have a second annual East Coast Para Expo already in the works.
Love it.
I will say that What If post, when it went out, it got a lot of attention, Matt. So many teams and individuals were like, yes, because, you know, a lot of people don't know if they can ask to be vendors at some of these Paracons. They're a little intimidated to be at these Paracons. So here's an opportunity to step into that world and put yourself out there, and maybe you work yourself up to the big guys. I don't know.
I've had a few people reach out to me and say, oh, you know, I would love to have, you know, the opportunity, someone to ask me to speak at a convention. You know, I have all this and no one ever asks me. That's where I want to bring this as well. I want to continue to grow this. I had to, I think, start this one with some really over-the-top kick-ass lectures. But in future events, I definitely want to add even more lectures in because I want everyone to have their chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a lot of cool ideas for the next one, right? If we do another one.
There's still plenty of time to plan with this one too.
Some things that we were kicking around for when we were talking about doing this. So there's so many things, and you know what? Everyone on the side, your ideas count too. Reach out to Matt. Reach out to us if you're afraid of Matt. He is scary.
I just look scary. I'm actually pretty nice.
He is. He is. He does. And you do look scary.
He doesn't look scary.
He can eat pizza.
That's no problem.
So yeah. So if you guys on the side have ideas too, things you would like to see, right? Feel free.
That's the thing, right? This is about building things that you, the community, and I do, you know, look, we all love to see our friends that are in, you know, in the celebrity realm. But the reality is sometimes the people who consume Paranormal Network television might not be the same that would always come to see regular teams, right? I think this is a great opportunity for those demographics to blend a little bit and to see that, I don't know, I think it would give people possibly some great ideas to say, you know what, I've always wanted to do this and I didn't know I could. Yeah, you can. I mean, you absolutely can. And please let Get Haunted Network know, and we will lift the crap out of you. We will let you shine. So absolutely. D-Hoot, we're all famous to her. We love that. You're famous to us, D-Hoot.
That Facebook user is the Enfield Demon House right there. So hello to them.
Hey,
oh, Jay.
I never know which one I'm talking to.
Gotta
but
be
hello.
Jay. It's either Jay or Elka. Probably, I'm guessing Jay.
Yeah, it's usually Jay.
Times to Jay today. What's up, buddy? And if it's Elka, hello, my friend.
I hope you guys get a table at the expo.
That would be beautiful for the Yaples to show and to be able to meet people. And, you know, what a great opportunity for those of you interested in the paranormal to be able to talk to a family who is not just a caretaker of a home, but have had 2 decades of living in a haunted home with personal experiences. You know, there's not many of us in that position. That's at least not publicly. Right. And it takes a lot of guts to come out to the public and say something like that.
Yeah.
So here would be a great opportunity for people to be able to meet them in person. So consider it, Yaples.
And they're freaking awesome. As we got to hang out a little bit Sunday night. Just really, really good people. So, and Jay gets lonely, and Jay messages me sometimes. I'm just joking, Jay. I know you're watching. So yeah, guys, it's big news. It kind of brings my, I start getting a little down towards the end of October because for me it's kind of the end of the busy season and going to hibernation, and then it's just a shit show. So this extends it out at least a week or so for me. So I'm excited about that. But we do have some cool things in the works for the winter as well, and maybe Matt, Warner Paranormal can be a part of those things too.
I'm down for anything.
Yeah, watch the rerun, Jay. Watch the rerun. That's how we know how old you are, by using the term rerun.
Yeah, so sorry if we disappointed you that there wasn't any new drama to share or any bad thing going on.
Well, there might be after this.
There will be. Yes, that might be a whole new live.
But Matt, I think I figured out how to get rich in the paranormal.
Yeah.
Charge for drama.
My God. You know how rich we'd be? God damn it.
Should that be our
Charge.
Patreon? Should
Huh?
that be it? Should that be our Patreon?
That'll be our Patreon. You guys want to know what
The paranormal dirty laundry episodes? Oh,
Come on.
Yeah,
that is such a good idea.
Yeah, well, we're just focused on doing some good, what we have always set out to do. There is never a lack of drama. There is never a lack of weird stuff going on. But, you know, in the end, we all bounce back and we want to just continue on with what it is we love. And that is the paranormal, and that's doing it together. So once again, thank you, Matt, so much for including us in this, for thinking of us. Like many people say, we aren't.
You do not know me yet, but I appreciate that.
Okay, D-Hoot is going to be one of your new best friends.
I love D-Hoot.
I love it. I'm all about it.
Yeah,
give me a follow on YouTube. I'll follow you back for sure.
You're gonna love her. You're gonna love her. But seriously, you know, we don't get asked to do this stuff. We're not usually first on a list. We're newer, and we're building something here. So I think this is such an amazing first out for us. I think this is a great way to kick off something, because it is so similar. Like you said, our visions, our missions are so similar.
Yep.
And to be able to help each other out, I think is just, I don't know. I just love this idea. So thank you again for thinking of us and including
excited to have you guys along. 100%.
And we're gonna practice next month at the Pine Bush UFO Museum. If you want to come see how awesome it is to hang out with me and then a little bit with Sarah, then you can come see us on the 22nd of September. The cops were just downstairs, just so everybody knows.
What?
Yeah, the police were here. Turns out my neighbor was a predator.
This is how you know the ADHD is kicking in, by the way.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yes. Don't forget, September 22nd, that is Pine Bush. We will be right there doing our first live lecture. It is an interactive. Come have some dinner or lunch with us beforehand at the Mexican restaurant 2 doors down. You should come, Matt. You should come hang out in Pine Bush, New York.
I feel like that date has something going for it.
Us.
That's a Friday, right?
Yeah, it's a Friday. Sorry, but you should still come. It's going to be badass. And
well, I know I'm booked on the 23rd, but I'm not booked on the 22nd, so that might work out.
There you go.
It depends on how far into New York. I'm not a big fan of New York. Besides Denise, New York doesn't do much for me.
It's not like this. It's not in the city. It's kind of out there. Just come.
I'll look it up. I might have to make.
He might fire us from the expo afterwards.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You never know. Maybe we'll bring him up and have him talk with us.
Yeah, come talk with us.
You want us all to get kicked out?
Yes. Then we'll go back to the Mexican restaurant and get some
smash margaritas.
Yeah, we'll smash margaritas and sangrias. And
I mean, honestly, you had me at Mexican. I heard that and I just shut down. I was like, all right, tacos.
There you go.
Well, they have good tacos. We were there once. Yeah. So again, from my heart, thank you, Matt, for thinking of us for this. It was an instant yes from me. Had to check with the boss. She said yes. So thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now the work begins. And yes, D-Hoot, you did say you're going to see some updates. You are. Now the updates are coming out. We've made the official announcement. There's no more what ifs. The what if is happening. Yep. It is the first East Coast.
The inaugural
Expo. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, guys. So you will start seeing posts.
For those of you interested, I will make a new post in Warner Paranormal Preservation Society's Facebook page, putting the link to that at the top of the post. So it'll be the first one you see. For anyone interested in purchasing a table, I will pin it. I actually do know how to do that. I figured that out recently. We don't have a huge amount of table space, so don't wait until it's too late. We want you, if you really want to be there, you got to jump on this opportunity now. We've sold a few tables already. We have maybe 10 left. Ernie, I can't wait to do that for you. I'm going to bullshit everything, but I know Salem well enough to have a good time with you guys. For those of you who don't know, Ernie packed down in Louisville, Kentucky, outside of Louisville. They know everything there is to know about Waverly, and they're in a new haunted house themselves doing the damn thing big. So
we're in them at the Bash, right?
At the Bash. Yeah. At the Bash. And Dehu, we'll figure out a way to see if we can't do something live.
Yeah,
We'll talk. We're still in some planning stages here. We'll talk to Matt and see what we can do for those of you that are far away. I don't know who this is, Matt, who's saying make sure I get one.
That's Jay from the Demon House.
Oh, okay.
Making sure he gets a table.
Yeah, look at Jay throwing his demon weight around. All right, we'll get you a table. Yeah.
Knowing Get Haunted, I know at least half a dozen of you guys will be going live from that expo all damn day. So D-Hoot, you'll have plenty of
all we do.
Yeah.
We're like CNN.
I turn on Facebook, I'm like, God damn it, another Get Haunted cult member's on live right now. I don't know who this is. And
well, yes. And now that we're rebroadcasting, some friends and their podcast, it sure as hell looks like we're on 24/7.
Well,
that's what you want.
One of our brand ambassadors is going to be at this expo, by the way,
Bree.
Matt. So yeah, Bree will be there. So that's probably who you're speaking of every time she is.
I'm just newly connected with Bree. So we just connected on Instagram and Facebook very recently. So I'm just now starting to get into it. I saw her weekend in, what was it, Indiana?
Yeah, Wisconsin, I believe.
Somewhere not near here.
Out there, one of those weird states.
Yeah, I know. Midwest,
Iowa, some shit. I don't know.
Iowa,
three places I saw her go. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, it is be like Bree. So yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out though, D-Hoot. So the work for Get Haunted will begin, Matt. So whatever we can do to help and make this amazing for a first time out and a continuation, we are here to help you and work with you and to work with the community. So let us know what we can do. And I will, as soon as you post that post, I will start blasting that out through the Get Haunted universe.
That sounds wonderful. I'll work on that post tonight and look forward to working with you guys and more or less more so having fun with you guys. Because this isn't work. This is fun. This is going to be a good time. And we're all partners on this. No co-presenters, no sponsors. We're all partners. That's how this is, because that's how I want to roll with it. And we're going to have a good damn time. And we're going to take this thing at least up and down the East Coast. So
I'm going to introduce you to my mother.
You're my partner.
This is my partner, Matt.
I didn't say life partner. We haven't made it that far yet.
Damn it.
Wait till after November 4th or 5th. It'll be fine.
Yeah. It's going to be a long weekend, so I don't know. Anything can happen.
That's another live. That's another special live on a Tuesday. We'll save it for then. All right. Well, guys, thank you guys on this side so much for sticking with us. Hopefully you're not disappointed with this announcement. We're pretty excited about it. We believe in this one. It's nice to be able to smile and be excited and be like, yes, this is the kind of shit we want to talk about. So awesome. Oh, look at Cindy's giving you her best.
Oh, Cindy.
East Coast.
I got to.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there it is. Wicked.
What does this mean?
So when you're from Boston, that just means really awesome.
Okay.
So
I can't do accents.
You are correct, Cindy. It is Wicked Pissa. And for those of you that are interested, I do sell this merch. Cheap plug.
Let's put that on the network so everybody will get all that information. We'll put it on the network so everybody can find it. So guys on the side, like always, we see you. We appreciate you. We love you. And remember, tomorrow, 1 p.m. is your midweek with your favorite paranormal busties once again right here. And we have a little surprise for you guys tomorrow. We're going to play a game. We're going to play a game tomorrow. We're going to have a little fun.
You guys are just full of surprises this week.
Yeah, we are. This one might be a total disaster. So I think that's why you don't want to miss it, because it's going to be, I don't even know, awkward. It's going to be
awkward.
There's polls involved. So, like
polls as in, by the way. Polls as in like Gallup poll.
Yeah, like voting.
Not stripper polls then.
No stripper
poll.
Two polls.
I was going to take my lunch break, but with no stripper polls, I mean...
It's not worth it. But it is going to be fun. We're going to have some fun with each and every one of you on this side tomorrow. So be sure to join us tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time, because there is no other time zone, as Rob always says. Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much. Keep your eyes open for...
Oh, it's Friday. Good to know.
It's Friday.
Good to
know.
Okay.
Friday. Yeah. All right. Everybody's like, and you're done, and you're out. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a great Tuesday night, and we'll see you tomorrow. And Matt, we will talk to you soon.
Sounds wonderful. Thanks for watching, everybody. Nice to meet you.